Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get one in here, y'all. Get one in here, get one in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den, and we are now having Self Care Saturday. I don't know. I might have to turn this daggone camera off because it look like I'm going to be having some Wi-Fi issues, child. We'll see how it goes. I'm meant to do a test, but welcome, y'all. Happy Saturday to you. Happy, happy. Is it happy or is it not? What is going on, everybody? What's up, Kendall? Hey, Orlin. How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Let me know if y'all can hear and see me. See, I know you never know what's going to be going down over here, child. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. I'm trying to make sure. So this is Self Care Saturday. If this is your first time finding my channel, welcome, welcome to you. Of course, when we do first, Self Care Saturday, we talk about stopping the stigma, bringing awareness, you know, um, breaking the silence. We talk about mental health, physical health. We bring awareness to the different things that we have in different months. And then we also do positive affirmations, self care tips, self care ideas, self care challenges. Child, we done fell off a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We haven't been keeping updates with our jars. We haven't been keeping updates with the vision board. I don't think I have gave y'all any summer challenge this summer so far, but I'm trying to do better, y'all. I'm gonna put something up in the community tab. I promise you that I will. And I don't know why I got Raising Canaan going up on the bottom of the daggone screenshot. That must have been the last thing I was talking about. But we are here, and before we get into any of the other things, um, I kind of wanted to give like a life update, a channel update of what has been happening, what's been going down, what's up with me, as well as of course, we always want to do that check in with each other and see how everybody's doing, how everybody's been making out since, last month. How was your 4th of July? How was your weekend going? What is the vibe? How you feeling today? And all of those things. Okay. Child, it's so funny. I was looking for my damn pillow so I could sit on it. I'm not feeling too good, y'all. When I tell y'all I really been trying to make it through this day, I've been trying to make it through every day. Okay. Just put that out there. And today is not as good of a day as yesterday was, so I really have to play it day by day. And I'm looking for my pillow so I could sit on it. And why is Kayla in my damn freaking basket that I usually put my laundry in and sitting her ass on the damn pillow all comfortable that I was looking for to sit on? And she never usually be in this room. I'm like, of course, now when I'm ready to go damn live, you decide to bring your ass in here and lay on my damn pillow. So I had to find another pillow. So don't be surprised if y'all start hearing her big mouth going since she's in here. Okay. But like I said, just as far as me and health wise, child, it's been a mess, y'all. Between running to doctor's appointments and getting side effects from the medications and don't know how, the side effects is gonna make me feel from day to day. That's been my biggest battle. And so, of course, I still haven't been able to really come up and do my reviews the way that I used to be able to. Thank God for the ladies and them allowing me to join them. I'm slowly dipping my toe back in, so to speak. Some of you guys have seen that I've been doing like shorter reviews. If you the original Don Daughters that was rocking with me from day one, then you know that before I was kind of like, as soon as the episode would drop, I would be with the daggone review right after it. I was giving, detailed reviews, long reviews. Now I'm just trying to see if I can do short ones, straight to the point, my quick thoughts, and I'm trying to see if I could work my way back in, like that. I haven't really been able to bring back any of my segments, which I really, really miss. I wanted to do more with the Mafia Mondays and the celebration movies and the Flashback Fridays, Throwback Sunday, Trivia Night, and it just ain't been happening, y'all. Okay, I think that these two segments is the only ones that I've been keeping up with like once a month, and then whatever reviews I do with the ladies, and that's been pretty much it. And I can't guarantee or promise that I'm going to be bringing those back. I hope I am, but even if I do, it's probably not going to be on a monthly basis or every 2 week basis like it was before. It may be every other month or every 2 or 3 months, however I could fit it in when I'm feeling up to it. But just shout out to y'all for hanging in there with me anyway. Okay. And just know that when I can, I will. And when I can't, I won't. Okay. That's just the best thing that I could tell you for right now. What's up, Demarcus? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You said Tamika's Den. Have you been writing that could change your mood? I have not. And funny that you say that, Demarcus, because last week, um, my counselor gave me, like a project or, you know, a list, so to speak. Like she wanted me to make a 15 things, right, that I write down on the list that I'm gonna do. And she was like, you don't have to write it right now, but write it as you can, and then you don't have to do it immediately, and you don't have to do it in order, but try to get to one thing. And I was in such a bad funk last week that I was like, bitch, okay, F you and your list. Like I was not in the mood to talk about no damn list. And it's very rare that I get in that mood, but I do get in that mood. It just was a really hectic week. And so she kept telling me, don't worry about it. You could pace yourself. And I was telling her that actually, shout out to Candy Love, the book that she gave me. That's what I liked a lot about that book is the fact that, I shared it with most of you before. But again, for anybody that's not familiar, Candy Love sent me a book around my birthday that one, you get to use profanity in it, right? Two, you get to say who you would push down the stairs, who was the a-hole of the day, who you want to punch in the face, who you want to kick in the back, who just was getting on your nerves. And you also got to say who made your day bright, what it was like to have the good day. And you got to put your goals and you got to put your list and you got to put, what you wanted to do, whether it was 10 things, 5 things, and different things like that, for your list of goals. And so it kind of pushed me back to the book. And I did have on my list that one, I wanted to be able to at least read 5 pages. And I also wanted to be able to write 5 pages. I have not done that yet, but I have done some of the things on my list. And I'm not going in order. I'm going whatever way I can feel like I could do for that day. And this is what I'll be telling you guys. Like when I get up here and I tell y'all stuff, one, I'm doing it too. I'm not just telling y'all. And two, even if we do like a challenge or, self-care tips, self-care ideas, and there's things that have different lists, things that you put on your vision board, it doesn't mean that you have to be doing it every single day in that way, every single week or month or whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that because you have a lapse in it, you can't still go back and do it when you feel comfortable and in the mood to do it. Some days you're just not going to be in that mood. So it's not about you having to go in that specific order. It's really whatever works for you, whatever you could do at the time that you could do it. And, we're not grading you on it and we're not judging you on it, right? So that's pretty much what I've been following, because some days, even if it's the simplest thing, I'm just not in a damn mood to do it. I'm really not. And usually things like that would lift me up, like reading a good book, being able to watch a movie or a TV show, listen to my favorite song, things of that nature. I don't know how many times I've told y'all that I love taking bubble baths and lighting candles and my incense and meditating and praying and looking at my positive affirmations. But some days I'm just not with it. Some days I don't even want to do that, even though that is typically what would lift me up and feel, make me feel better. I've been falling off with it. So just full disclosure, that's why I said it's okay if y'all fall off with it. It's okay if you don't do it every single day, step by step. But the whole thing about it is just not staying down, not staying in the rut, eventually being able to pick yourself up. Some days it's just going to be better than others, and that's just what it is. And you take your time and you do it according to what works for you, right? So that's pretty much, that on that. But I did want to give an update. I realize not everybody watches my self care, so some people still don't be knowing what's going on. Not everybody watches what you should be watching. Everybody kind of comes for different things. Some people come for the power shows, some people come from the Tyler Perry shows, some people come from, Handmaid's Tale, trivia night, Love at the Lockup. Like I do so many different, or I was doing so many different shows that you had a lot of people that came for different things. Because I always say it should at least be one thing that you able to see and check out or take away, right? With the self-care, I always say it should be one thing you should be able to walk with. When I do the what you should be watching, I always say it should be one movie or TV show that might interest you. And just in my overall channel, I feel like everything is not for everybody, but at least be one thing. So if you only coming for that, 9 times out of 10, you don't know what I said on, one of the other videos. And then I still have people that be messaging me like, hey girl, what's going on? What's happening with your reviews? We ain't seen you. And it's like, well, if you would have watched one of my other videos, then you would know. But I get it, because everybody is not watching the same thing. And I'm not like putting it all in the community tab, but I do try to keep y'all updated as, I possibly can. Not only just as far as my health, but of course just life being life. We all be having different things that's hitting us, and the things we, got going on and on the news and in the politics and every daggone thing else. And then, and I just lost a friend that was fighting for a long time. I was mentioning that the other night. I mean, the amount of deaths, I've done lost count on the deaths now at this point. So that's never easy. And it's about to be the 1 year anniversary since I lost my sister. And of course, pretty much between me getting sick and me losing my sister is when I stopped doing as much content. So I really had to think about it like, damn, it's been a year now that I have not been putting out stuff the way that I was. So again, like I said, shout out to Moochie, shout out to Inga, EJ, Candy Love, so many people. If I forget anybody's name, blame it on my, Mine, Not My Heart, Miss Kira Speaks, Pretty Girl Loves Trap, Nita the Diva. Um, they have all been supportive and, helped me in different ways. And me being able to join them on lives has been a big help. So definitely. And the people that reach out to me, even if it's behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, that just always look out and show me love. Moda J, Brillo, Detroit Kings with his crazy stuff. The fellas be holding it down too. So I appreciate everybody um for that. Um what else did I want to tell you guys? Because I really didn't have no specific order like I usually do. I'm just kind of all over the place today. Um, yeah, grieving is hard, honey. There's no time period, and there's no, you just don't know how you gonna be feeling. And I think that is like kind of touching me. I don't know. I guess because subconsciously, even though I haven't really been thinking it, I really kind of had that aha moment where I realized it like, damn, it's been a year. But on top of that, I've actually been fighting for things for a year, like pertaining to her job and her benefits. Some of those things are just coming through. So that, and some of the things they pissing me off because it's like they trying to play in my face type of thing. So of course, that kind of triggers it too. And then just dealing with my own health issues and the fact that I kind of put off my health for a little bit when it first happened to focus on what I needed to get together for her. And then my health ended up getting worse. And it's like, it's nobody's fault, but of course, subconsciously, just human nature is things that I second guess. Like, oh, if I would have did this way, if I would have did that way, I went from, most of y'all know this, but whoever don't, I went from getting like a freaking respiratory virus to 2 months later getting the damn pneumonia to 2 months after that. Well, probably not even a full 2 months, maybe like a month and a half getting the flu, and the flu almost took me up out of here. So from that point on, it's just been thing after thing after thing. And I already had health issues before that, but compared to what I'm dealing with now, those health issues kind of feel like shit. When I was complaining about that, I really shouldn't have been complaining about it, because I would rather just have that situation now compared to what I'm dealing with now. But it is what it is. We got to take it day by day, step by step. Okay, every little step we take, and that's what we got to do. And that's just what it is. Hey Havana, how you doing? What's up, Limit? Kush Pepper, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good day, okay? Hope you had fun. Hope continue to have fun. Party the whole month, okay? That's my motto. Celebrate it like you never celebrated it before. My niece's birthday was just the other day too. So shout out to her. Definitely do it up, y'all. We gotta take every single day, like for granted, every second for granted, for real, and just try to enjoy the most that the best that you can. Thank you, Kendall, for the cash. Kendall is always coming through, always supportive. Y'all definitely appreciate you, girl. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get into a little bit of some self-care things. Like I said, I don't have much. I have a few things. So I usually like to shine a light on, of course, the things that we are, bringing awareness. But before we do anything, normally we take a breath, right? The first thing you got to do is go ahead and take a minute and remember to breathe. Take that breath in, hold it, and then go ahead, let it on out, baby. Relax, relate, release. Let everything that you've been dealing with, this week, this month, this year out. And a lot of us have been dealing with a lot. Okay. It be getting crazy out here in these streets. So we definitely got to remember to breathe before we do anything. You could do it for a minute. You could do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can do, right? I always say start out small, work your way up. Some people say it's hard for them to do the breathing. Some people say it's hard to meditate, but practice makes perfect. Okay. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You will do it without even thinking about it and be like, yeah, I need to go ahead and relax, relate, release, and breathe. Right. Of course, this is Self Care Saturday. This must be the place. This is the place. You are in the right place. You over here in the den where this is our happy place, but sometimes not so happy, and that's okay too. But we are rocking with good vibes only. We are trying our best to go ahead and lift each other up. And self care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And we are officially closed for self care. Of course, like I said, we do the check in. How you feeling? For me, again, it jumps all over the place. Sometimes it is the left side, sometimes it's the right side, sometimes it's all of the different emotions all at one time. We have the red, I'm full of love and doing amazing. We have orange, I'm feeling pretty good. We have I'm functioning but feeling anxious and worried. We have green, I feel lost and broken inside. We have blue, I'm feeling happy and great. We had could be better, could be worse, but I'm okay. I'm having a hard time and I wouldn't mind having someone to talk to. And I'm in a really dark place and I need someone to talk to. I have been feeling yellow, green, uh, black, pink. Yeah, I've been jumping pretty much all around. So that's what I've been doing. But y'all let me know how y'all been feeling. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it is, girl. It is. It is. It's not easy. And it's crazy, y'all, because I don't travel too often. I don't get to go away like that. And especially since I've been sick, like literally when you have, an illness and you go into doctor's appointments, a lot of time doctor's appointments can feel like a job too. Like every day going for appointments, every day going for tests. You be so sick of the damn, people and sick of going for tests and stuff like that. You be feeling like you need a break from that. So I actually went on my first road trip and I didn't know how I was gonna do with that, being as though um like I said, the side effects has really been the major thing right now for me. So I didn't know how the side effects was going to affect me. And then on top of that, typically when I would travel before, especially if I'm like doing a road trip that's in a car, that would usually be harder for me because I would get pain in my back, my leg, and different things of that nature. But over the years, I've kind of learned how to maneuver and work around and what to expect. But now I have that on top of having the side effects and not knowing how that was going to affect me. So That was interesting to say the least. I pretty much didn't do too bad because I went 2 weeks back to back. I went, was that last week? I can't even remember, y'all, to be honest with you. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I went to see my mom and chilled with her. Me and my brother went together, and I pretty much wanted to keep my promise to my brother because this was a trip that me and my brother and sister was talking about literally right before she passed, and we never got a chance to do it. So we want to do that, and that was interesting, right? It also could was at times aggravating and triggering, and it was just a whole bunch of different emotions with that. And then the week before that, I went with my girlfriend. We actually stopped by my mom, but we did not stay there. We only stayed with her for one day, and then we left from there and went to another friend of ours who was having a big event at her house celebrating her son's graduation. And baby, when I tell you that lady went all out, honey, she had the freaking seafood by the pool party. Okay, she had the cigar truck, she had the freaking, cello player out there playing, she had the DJ, she had the red carpet, she got him the big cyber truck, whatever the heck they call that damn thing, child. When I tell you, I was like, you would have thought he was graduating with his PhD. She went all out. Okay, we done basketball tournament, and of course I couldn't go to all of the activities, but the ones that I could go to, I did. And for me, it's always gonna be by the water. Put me by the pool, put me by the beach, and that is very much common for me. And I'm good, just with doing that. But at times I wasn't feeling well, and then I would feel bad because I feel like it takes the attention off of, what we here for. And you have so many people going, is she okay? Is she all right? What's wrong with her? And then it becomes about people asking and me having to explain. And sometimes just because of that is what makes me not want to go somewhere because I don't want to, make it about me, and I don't want to have to explain why I'm not feeling well or what's happening with me, and just take the attention off. And I also don't want to feel like I'm bringing a negative energy to something that's supposed to be positive, if that makes sense. But I was proud of myself that I did at least make an attempt to have my little road trips. And I did some shopping. We went to an outlet, and that was long overdue. It's still a list of things that I need for myself, and I was able to treat myself a little bit. One of my girlfriends actually had put like a weave in the back of my hair and braided the front of my hair like the month before, and then last month she put braids in my hair. So I just took those out. So it's like just even her being able to take time to do my hair. It's been two of them that have been meeting me at my doctor's when I have to go for my injection, meeting me at my doctor's when I have to pick up my medication or when I have an appointment, or driving me home, or just taking me to do food shopping. So having their support in whatever different ways that they can, because they're both busy and have their own lives too. Definitely appreciate that. However, karma, even though those are pluses that I try to look at and appreciate and focus on, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just been in a rut these last couple weeks. I've been in the I don't give a damn and I don't want to be bothered type of freaking mood, and I've been fighting to get myself out of it. But that's just what it's been. Oh, girl, I was tearing that seafood up. I love me some seafood. I love me some crab legs, baby, some lobster, some shrimp. I'm so mad. Sometimes that some of my girlfriends and my brother is allergic. They can't have it because I'll be like, I love it. I'll be feeling bad for the people that can't have it. I will tear that damn thing down. And then let me tell y'all, I'm not typically a person that's allergic to a lot of things. But one thing that I can't have with the medication is pineapple. I can have every other fruit but that. Please tell me why. Okay, and I have not been really drinking or any of that kind of stuff, but this particular day it was my cousin's birthday. We down there celebrating. I said I'll have a little wine. It ain't gonna kill me. Well, bitch, why I went to take a sip of the damn wine and I look at the bottle and it said pineapple. I spit that thing out. I was like, oh my God, pineapple. That's the one damn thing I can't have. And mind you, I'm sipping it like, this tastes good. They was like, oh my God, drink some water, drink some water. As y'all know, I love a pina colada, baby. If you don't know, two drinks that Tamika usually make over here in the den, okay, especially when we will be having our trivia nights and chilling, or it's my birthday or something, is a pina colada or my Long Island iced tea. I said, damn, damn, But I work my way around it. Thank you. I'm a fighter by nature. I'm a survivor by nature. So I always say, as long as I got breath in my body, and as long as any of y'all have breath in your body, okay, don't never give up. Like I said, it's okay to sit down for a minute. It's okay to lay down for a minute, but we gonna always still get back up, honey. Okay. Yes, I don't know what it is, Kendall, but it's something that's inside of the pineapple that just messes with the medication and it will give you a bad reaction. So, yeah, that's a no, no, no. Can't mess with pineapple. I was like, damn it, man. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, man. But, okay, let me see what else I have here. Like I said, I don't really think it's too much. Just a couple of things to bring awareness to that happens in July. So one, we have Juvenile Arthritis Awareness Month. I think this pretty much speaks for itself. And yes, juveniles do get arthritis. Most people associate arthritis with you being like an elderly person, but I actually have arthritis and have had it for over 10 years. A lot of times, if you get injured in different spots on your body, it later turns into arthritis. And a lot of times, you got the young kids playing basketball and baseball and jumping off of this and that and all over the place, and you get injuries, and a lot of those injuries turn into arthritis. So, Juvenile Arthritis Awareness Month focuses on raising awareness about, of course, juvenile arthritis, right, and the impact that it has on children. So, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, Havana, sometimes I just really don't want to be bothered. Sometimes I'm not in a good mood. I laugh because my other half, God bless the dead, used to always tell his mother, like, sometimes he would go, you could be a nice person sometime when you want to, right? But he used to also tell his mother, you think she nice, she really not. And I am. I'm a beautiful person, okay, if I may say so myself. But I'm still human. Some days I just don't want to be freaking bothered. And especially since getting sick, like getting sick definitely can make you get damn grumpy and make you where you just don't be in the damn mood for certain things, especially with these doctors, child. I'll be like, y'all working my ass damn nerve. Okay. So yeah. That definitely be the mood sometime. Okay. Then we have National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. Basically, they call it BIPOC, BIPOC Mental Health Month. And this month raises awareness about the unique mental challenges focused or faced by racial and ethnic minority groups. And you know that we definitely do go through some things that sometimes some other counterparts just don't. And even just how doctors deal with us, right? Even when it comes to that. Um Shoot, child. It could be a whole ass mess. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I had a message and didn't even know. So yeah, we face a lot of different things sometimes because of where we live and where we go to school, where we working at. All of those different things, child, play a part in it, and we gotta protect our mental health, honey. We gotta really, really protect it this day and age, especially with everything that's going on. Okay, so that's definitely important. Then we have sarcoma cancer awareness month. Of course, any type of cancer, all of the cancers, I always bring awareness to them before, during, after, don't matter. It's always been important to me. F cancer, and this is a month that we definitely want to focus and raise awareness around that. It's a rare form of cancer. So yeah, July is awareness for that. Um, Havana says, are you okay now? Did the doctor suggest you drink and eat any natural things? Yeah, doctors are very dismissive. That's what I've been dealing with now. So a little bit of both those things. No, I'm not okay now. That's the short answer. I went from being diagnosed, like for them sending me to do the biopsy and the mammogram and all those things, which is why I advocate and tell you guys, please get tested as soon as you can. Unfortunately, the first place that did the testing on me kept saying, like, okay, we see something. No, we don't see something. Okay, yeah, we do see something. You're gonna have to follow up. And they would say, oh, it's a shadow, oh, it's dense. And so I was so accustomed to that usually being, the outcome, that when this last time came and they was like, oh, we need to do a biopsy, I automatically knew it was something wrong because they never said that before. I went to do the biopsy, and another girlfriend of mine, a lot of my aunts as well have went through this proceeding, so they was pretty much giving me the breakdown of what to expect and how everything was gonna go. They were saying that they were supposed to do the biopsy on my breast and my lymph node at the same time. They didn't. The lymph node came way, way later. But before that even happened, they kept saying, well, we want to clear you. We found this early. It's still small. We could go in and do this surgery. We could get, this done. However, we have to incubate you to do it, which was already making me very, very nervous. But at this point, I just wanted it over with. And I'm like, okay, that's a good sign that they caught it early. Well, unfortunately, then came in me getting sick the 3 different times. And of course, because I got sick the 3 different times and I had to be, you know, put the surgery on hold, by the time after I came out the hospital with the pneumonia, when I went back to the doctor that time and they sent me like for the bone density test, child, they sent me for a CAT scan, a bone scan, a PET scan. See, yeah, I said the bone density, and it was something else. Okay, 5 different scans. Every time you turned around, scan, 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 right? And when I came back into that doctor, and I talked about this a little bit, I think last month when I was up here, he was so disgusting. He was so nasty. He was so rude. He pretty much said to me, it has now spread, it's incurable. And, hey, you was the one that got sick and was in the hospital. So for me, that felt like he was blaming me for getting to the situation that it got to. That's the short answer, as short as I can make it. And I then changed from him because I was like, it ain't no way in the world that you're going to be my doctor and you're going to tell me that it's my fault that I got sick. But mind you, in between me even getting sick, he never ever said that there was other medications that they could give me. They never offered me any alternatives. They never offered me anything else. I would go to them for appointments, and it was a black LPN that was his assistant that kept saying, why aren't you on medication already? Why aren't you getting treatments already? And I said, miss, you asking me? And she would go to him. And what he kept saying was that because I wasn't going through menopause yet, the medication they offered, he was saying they couldn't give it to me because he basically was like, it would make me get blood clots. And so he was like, we can't do that. But he never said that there was a different medication or another medication or another option or none of that. But then after the fact, it was like, oh, well, we got to rush. This is a serious situation. We got to hurry up and take this. We got to get you on every medication that's known to man. Now it's serious. Now you want to rush, but you wasn't rushing before. So this is why I say that we all have to advocate for ourselves. We really, really do. We have to get second and third opinions, which I always usually do. The other unfortunate part is that here in New York, there's a hospital called Sloan Kettering. There's like, one of the top as far as cancer goes. And I was trying to get over to them, but they didn't take my insurance, and they kept saying you have to get out of network, and then that turns into a whole nother thing, and that makes me nervous for what we see going on with the insurance now, but that's a whole nother story. So that plays a part as well, right? And then they said to me, well, we have a sister clinic that we normally work with. And guess who the sister clinic was? The same blood and cancer center that I already go to is who it was. So yeah. Um uh, thank you. Well, you know what? I will say this. Some days is good, some days is bad. Even with them giving me that news, I am also doing natural things. I am taking the medication the way that they told me to take it. And the last time that I went, they said that the lump in my breast seems to be smaller, and it felt smaller to me. I feel it on a regular basis. Sometimes I feel like I feel it too much, and I didn't know if it was just in my head. And they was like, no, it's not just in your head, it got smaller, so the medication is working. And I go again next month to get another scan because they check it every couple months to see, because they don't want to just have me on medication just because. I also do green juice. And, unfortunately, a lot of times I don't have that much of an appetite. So I always kind of have done shakes and things of that nature to fill in. But I've been trying to eat more, fruits and vegetables and greens and things of that nature. So I've been doing all of the above that I could do on my part. So the only thing that I'm really complaining about right now is the side effects that I get from the medication sometimes. And I think, all things considered, even though the side effects are kicking my behind, I could be doing a lot worse. So I still got to be thankful. That's how I look at it. I'm trying to be as positive as I can be, even though sometimes I don't feel like being positive, right? So that's pretty much what's happening. Orlin says many doctors are numb and they need mental health. Oh, absolutely. And remember, I come from the health field, so I know it from both sides. I know it from working with them. I know it from going with family members to the hospital, and then also having my own health issues, having a sister that had health issues her whole life, my other half having health issues, and on and on and on. And some of these doctors, they just get to the point where it's just like next, they have no type of bedside manner. It may not even be that they don't care or that they're not a good doctor, but they just plain and simple be assholes, just like, so, any human being could be an asshole. It'd be the good and the bad. Even when I told y'all about my hospital stay that time, it was like some was good and some was not so good. So that's just what's gonna happen. And we just gotta be self-aware and fight for our rights. That's just what it is. Havana says a lot of doctors don't care about people's health, especially Black women. Yeah, unfortunately, Black women are the ones that have been getting the short end of the stick. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. Girl, you and me both. Monique 69 ways. Hey, girl. Yes, it does. It definitely does. I feel like it does for me. It does. Um, and they, told me that was okay. Um, yeah. And even certain medications that I've been getting for years, all of a sudden they saying that they don't cover it. So this is all the stuff we all have to watch out for. You know, absolutely. Now they like, oh, we don't cover that no more. Now you got to find another medication that's similar to that medication, right? So yeah. And then it's also Fibroid Awareness Month. I know a lot of people who suffer with this, and this is something else that a lot of women are complaining, that they go to their doctors, they're telling the doctors about different symptoms and things they're going through, and they make you feel like you crazy. I believe it, Venus Williams, if I'm not mistaken, has been speaking out heavily about this because she actually had fibroids, and I have heard a lot of other women speak about it. And then even when you look at, I want to say it was Serena and Beyonce, even they felt like it was complications going on with their pregnancies. And the doctors was trying to make them feel like it wasn't when it really was. And here it is. These are more, high profile people, celebrities, if you will. And you think like, well, damn, if that's happening to them, then they ain't giving a damn about Us small people, it's not funny at all, but it's just like the freaking audacity of it all, right? And how ironic that is, because you would think it would be better treatment and a higher treatment, and I'm sure on a lot of levels it is, but it's still even within there that automatically they're making you feel like you crazy and it's in your head and there's nothing going on, and then later you find out like it is. And so when it comes to July, it is Fibroid Awareness Month, and that is dedicated to educating the public on uterine fibroids, which are benign tumors that are in your uterus, right? And these grow very commonly, affecting up to 80% of women by age 50. Okay. While many women don't experience any symptoms, fibroids can cause heavy and prolonged bleeding, through your menstrual, pelvic pain, reproductive issues. And there's organizations like White Dress Project and also Fibroid Foundation that use this month in particular, and they fight, throughout the year to raise awareness and advocate for resources and support. And it's very important, y'all. Very important. Okay. Um, let me see. Oh, she said I had a hysterectomy due to this. I couldn't take it anymore. Listen, I get it. Them doctors automatically suggest hysterectomy with fibroids for women of color. We'll get a second opinion, please. I mean, yeah, you have to do what's best for you. Definitely get, like I said, first, second, third opinion, weigh your options, look stuff up for yourself, and look at how you feel like it's going to impact you and your body. That's what I would say, right? Don't just the first time whatever doctor tell you something, even though they could be 110% right and they could be telling you the best thing, but it does not hurt. It doesn't take anything away from you to reevaluate and look into, you know what I mean, like all across the board, and just see what best fits for you. That's what I would say, especially with everything that I've seen and heard from, quite a few different people, and my own experiences that I've had myself with just healthcare in general, right? Um, Definitely. And then, of course, you have USA, which, child, going forward, we may not have this, right? That's just a reality, something that we all have to look into and be aware of. You have USA fibroid centers that offer free fibroid screenings in July. I think it's unfortunately that, of course, a lot of politicians have been trying to take out Planned Parenthood for God knows how long, because when they think about Planned Parenthood, all they think about is ABs, but Planned Parenthood does a lot more than that. They also do fibroid screenings, they do cancer screenings, they do a whole bunch of things pertaining to healthcare outside of that. And so but unfortunately, this is the world we live in. They don't care about us. Ain't that some shit? Mike Ben said it. They don't really care about us. Using studies to save others. hmm Absolutely, I think is a form of population control. Oh, I agree with that too. I absolutely agree with that. hmm Yeah. A lot of doctors in the states don't care about blood of black people health. And though I saw a video years ago of a nurse wishing death on a patient right in front of the patient. Listen, like I said, I worked in the I've seen some disgusting things. And wasn't it just like last year that they caught a nurse on camera that was working in the damn nursery and did something to a little black baby that was born prematurely? Like I said, it's not everybody, but it's definitely out there. And I feel like she's one of those people that deserves to be just put out there where everybody could come and take turns and finish her, like no discussions, okay? Because that's some sick ass shit. But And I don't care how many people that like me. Um, I don't care how some people that like Beyonce feel. We all know she didn't give birth to Blue. You so silly. Listen, she might not have, and that's okay. Everybody can use whatever different tools, that they need to. But when it's all said and done, whatever happened, baby, they wasn't paying attention. Ooh, oh shoot, I done knocked everything over. I didn't mean to do that. So I got a couple of things. These I usually put up in the community tab. Shout out to Kendall. She be sending me these. And it's just different positive things that's reminders. Like a lot of times y'all will notice that some of the things may be repetitive. You may have heard them before, and you may be like, well, why the heck she keep repeating the same thing? We heard this or she talked about this before. But of course, like with anything else, when you learning and you studying, when you go and take a test, when you're learning to draw, whatever it may be, practice makes perfect. The more that you keep doing it, the more it usually becomes, like I said, natural for you. It's a way for you to be able to remember it. Some people remember by seeing things, like the visuals. Some people remember by reading, some people remember by writing. So for us, it's always about kind of being repetitive and just giving ourselves reminders and giving others reminders. And then, like I said, it becomes second nature because a lot of times you'll be like, that ain't working and that ain't doing nothing for me. Yeah, of course, if you just do it one, two, three, 5 times, it's probably not. But if you keep practicing it, you keep saying it, you keep doing it, eventually it just becomes second nature. You don't probably won't even realize that you're doing it, and you won't realize what a big help it is to you until you're in that moment. Like again, for most of you that have been rocking me with me for a minute, y'all know that I have went times where I had spaces in between, had not having my counselor for months. I done been all through all different kind of stuff with these doctors and counselors, child, that done stressed me out. And the way that I've been able to cope with it compared to before definitely lets me know that it has been working with me practicing this, right? And it also has been working with the tools and that my previous counselors and psychiatrists, because I had some of those that was good and some that was bad, same thing, using those tools and learning those. And then everything that I've learned, I come and share it up here with you guys. So it's always me doing it, here, and then also me sharing it with you guys so you could do it, and hopefully us doing it together. And there's no one way, there's no perfect way. Like I said, some things may work for you, some things you may be like, girl, that ain't do a damn thing for me, and that's fine. And there may be some things that that you could tell me about, you know what I mean, that could help me. So that's what it's all about. And even if I don't come up here and do a live, I typically always share information in the community tabs. I share it online. I share it, on all social media and all of those things. So that way, the conversation still keeps going, and we still have different things and different options that we could use and do. So this is something that's very important to me. It's not nothing that I'm making no money off of and that I'm getting a whole bunch of views off of. I would love to get more views off of it. I would love for more people to be involved. But at the end of the day, it's just something from my heart that I feel like is important and that I've always wanted to do and said I was going to do when I first started my channel. So I still try to be consistent with this, even if I'm not consistent with anything else. Right. So that's that on that. So we're gonna do a couple of these before we get up out of here. Cause I'll be loving some of these things, honey. I'll be feeling like, yes, this is the message that I need to be hearing. Okay. So the first one we have is consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must be your own support system during those times. Clap for yourself, celebrate yourself, do it for yourself. Oh, I love this, child. Absolutely, absolutely. Clap for yourself, celebrate yourself, do it for yourself. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must be your own support system during those times. Clap for yourself, celebrate yourself, do it for yourself. Absolutely, I 100% stand by that. That is definitely something that I do. Mm-hmm. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Candy Love, Candy Love. Thank you for coming through. Then we have love yourself. Wait, let me take this daggone thing down so I can see the whole thing. Okay. Love yourself. Choose your happiness. Choose your well being. Choose your passion. Choose yourself every time because the most important relationship in life is with yourself. Ooh, yes. Love yourself. Choose your happiness. Choose your well being. Choose your passion. Choose yourself every time because the most important relationship in your life is with yourself. A lot of people don't realize that. They think it's with the people, on the outside and who's saying what and who's saying, doing what and who's zooming do who, but it really comes down to you. You got to take care of you. You got to put the oxygen on your mask first. You got to put yourself first. You got to care about yourself. You can't do nothing for nobody else until you do it for yourself first. Absolutely. And then we have I don't care who's doing better than me. I am doing better than I was last year. It's me versus me. Y'all know that's my motto. I ain't in competition with nobody but me. And that's it. Everybody else, I'm wishing y'all all the love, all the success, all the positivity. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to do whatever the hell make them happy. Okay? That's it. Ain't no competitions there. Now we may have a little bake off in the kitchen if we cooking, even though I can't cook the way I used to. I don't fell off with that too. But that's about it. That's as much competition as you're gonna get out of me. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Let me see. Havana says we all have to meet up and do fun gatherings, and a fun's in a gathering. I need to be around people that are fun with positive energy. I would love that. I would love if we could set something up for a fun gathering, honey. Hmm. I would love to join and support your moment in more ways when we need it with any of you. Lynn, well, you always welcome. We appreciate, listen, I appreciate all of y'all. Okay, sometimes I'll be feeling down and just coming up here and chit chatting with y'all lift my spirits and put me in a better place is what I be needing. And I hope that I can lift y'all spirits if y'all not feeling, too hot. Okay, that's what it's all about. Havana says, I still need to get some of Tamika's cooking. You live in New York and I live in New Jersey. Oh, okay. Yeah, Havana. Shoot, I'll be going to Jersey sometimes because my goddaughter live in Jersey. I'll be over there shopping in Walmart because they don't want to give us no Walmart over here in New York. Okay. um Girl, be your own support system. Clap for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Do it yourself. So, see, that one was pretty much similar to what we just finished seeing. But hey, you can't, I don't feel like you can't say that enough times, like, or too many times, right? Yeah, that's another reason why we have the Discord too. That's another way for us to connect and speak. Sometimes we can't all meet up in person. If we can, that's cool too. But in the Discord, we done had little watch parties. We done had music and child, we supposed to be doing karaoke. And actually, if you guys are free, I think at 6:25 or 6:30, I'm gonna be doing what you should be watching. And of course, Sinners is out on Max. I meant to share it yesterday. It came out on the 4th, and I really wanted to do a watch party in the with that as well. But sometimes we do throwback movies, current movies. We play a little music. Listen, like I said, I fell off a lot of the stuff I was doing before. I haven't been doing lately, even the shine a light on them. I didn't forget about that. I always usually, try to shine a light, whether it's other creators, whether it's my subscribers. And right now, just shout out to all of y'all. All of y'all are the real MVPs. And I definitely, even though I may not be putting it up as much, I haven't forgotten. I don't neglect or, take advantage of in any way, shape, or form. The fact that you guys show me support definitely is always going to be appreciated. So um and I'm gonna try to get back on that. But sometimes y'all fall off with sharing the movies, I fall off with sharing the self-care, I fall off with the I've been falling off, y'all. I'm gonna try to get back on track as much as I can. But just blame it on, me being out of it. Don't blame it on my heart, because my heart is definitely still there. Okay. Yeah, it was lit the last time we was in there. We was definitely having a party. We had a good old time. Um, so never beg for a seat when you can build your own table. Okay, read that again. Never beg for a seat when you can build your own table. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. I gotta bring this one a little closer. I ain't got my glasses on. When you have a heart of gold and a pure intention, you don't lose anyone, they lose you. I definitely agree with that. When you have a heart of gold and pure intentions, you don't lose anyone, they lose you. That's a fact. 100%. Kendall, I know daggone well you have still not watched Sinners. That movie is so good. We keep telling you it's not a horror. Like, cut it out. I just can't with you. Okay. I done told you it's good to go. It's more to it than it just being about vampires, girl. It's a whole nother story happening there. um Remove yourself from people who treat you like your time doesn't matter, like your feelings are worthless, or your soul is replaceable. Ooh, Lord, yes. Listen, you shouldn't even be talking to nobody. We shouldn't even have to tell you to remove them, because they already shouldn't be there. But let me run that back for the people in the back, honey. Remove yourself from people who treat you like your time doesn't matter, your feelings are worthless, or your soul is replaceable. It's absolutely not. Okay, goodbye. Get to stepping. Get to stepping. Um. Mm-mm. Then we have um don't wait for your entire life to find a perfect life, perfect home, perfect partner, perfect job. It does not exist. Everything that you expect to be perfect comes with its own flaws. The idea is to find goodness in everything that you come across and be the best that you can be. Absolutely. Silent. Sometimes you just have to stay silent, because no words can explain what is going on in your mind and your heart. Oh yes. Yes. I have been in that mood for the last couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, where sometimes I just don't say a word. Just don't say nothing. Okay. Absolutely. And we're gonna do one more after this one, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Um I'm happy, hurting, and dealing at the same time. Don't ask me how. Oh Lord, yes. This is me right here. I am happy, hurting, and dealing at the same time. Don't ask me how. Okay. Um okay, we're gonna end with this one. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, learn to love yourself, learn to prioritize you, learn to say no, learn to mind your business, learn not to care too much, and lastly, understand that you don't need everybody to like you. Stay dangerous. Hmm. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, learn to love yourself, learn to prioritize you, learn to say no, learn to mind your business. That's a big one some people need, baby. Learn not to care too much. And lastly, understand that you don't need everybody to like you. That's something I learned very young, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, Kendall, no, I told her it's not scary. If it was scary, I would have told her. I get that some people don't like horror, but I've seen some of the things that Kendall watch, and I feel like if she could watch some of those things, then she could watch Sinners. It's definitely not that. It's so much more to that movie. It really, really is. Yeah, I know I wouldn't tell y'all no lie. I'm gonna keep it real with you every single time. So we shall see. Maybe some of y'all will come in the discourse and watch it inside there. Just cover your eyes when you feel like you scared. You be okay. As long as you still get the message. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna be back in a little bit for what you should be watching. Um I think Moochie's gonna be joining me. I don't know about Torian. I didn't never get a chance to speak back with him, but might have some guests. If not, it'll be me. Hopefully it'll let me get through. Because y'all know how my internet be doing. Oh, let me see if I can share the link. Um But yeah, I'm gonna be doing what you should be watching, telling you guys the things that's coming out for um July that you could look forward to. And then I also tell you, I'm trying to see how the hell do I don't forgot. Okay. Oh, Candy did it. Thank you, Candy. I also tell you, like I tell you guys what's coming out for July, and then I usually do like a little update in the beginning where I let you know what I have already been able to check out that I think is good. So, like I said, usually it's something in the bunch, at least one thing that you like. Something maybe you could watch with the family, you could watch with the kids, you could watch with your mother, brother, sister, cousin too, okay? Or you could watch by yourself. It's something in here that you like, okay? And if y'all know anything that I like, or the people would like, tell me about it. And of course, if you got any self care tips, any things that you do to help yourself get through the things, then sharing is caring. Let us know about that too. Make sure that you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay. If you come on the replay, let us know replay game you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if today is not a good day, y'all, that is absolutely okay. Every day is not going to be a good day, but just know that as long as you still have tomorrow, as you still have breath in your body, that is always another chance for you to get up and do it again. Okay, let's do it again, do it again. Right, that is what it is all about. So Demarcus said that writing and music helps me. Yes, do what works for you. Okay, so sometimes it's not gonna look the same for all of us. Sometimes some of the things we all be on the same page with, and we all be like, "Yep, that's that thing that work for me." And whatever it is, definitely do it. Always celebrate yourself and celebrate life while you can. Um. Okay, you said I gotta stroll up to see it. Let me see. Uh, oh yeah. Absolutely. Don't ask how, honey, because I don't even know sometimes. It's nothing but the grace of God. Um he said, I don't blame you for not watching horror films. Y'all gotta realize horror is broad, okay? It has a lot of genres. I say this over and over and over. So I get it. I do. But I'm telling y'all, more times than not, even with my girlfriends and family and friends that I know that don't watch horror, when I tell them something to watch, they usually are able to watch it because I know, what their style is and what they like and don't like. And most of the time they come back and be like, girl, you was right. That was so good. They never come back and be like, now, why the hell did you tell me to watch that movie? I wouldn't do that to y'all. Havana says, I want to say thank you to Mika and Kendall for being supportive to me this last year when I was sick and around the time of my birthday came up. Oh, of course. That's what we're here for. And thank you for your support. That's what we're here for. We are here to support each other and uplift each other as much as we can. We got enough craziness that happens on a regular basis in life without us sitting here having to add to it. Okay. I got too much stuff that I fight with every single day on a regular basis for me to get up here and have to fight on damn line to it. I ain't got time for that. So as much positivity as I could give, even if it's just once a month, I'm gonna try my best to give it. Okay. Yes, we are family. Okay. I got all my peoples with me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go get ready for this next live. If y'all free, come through. If not, catch the replay. I thank you all for joining. Kendall, Candy Love, Monique 69 Ways, Demarcus, Havana, all in. I don't know if I missed anybody. Hey, Vonnie Love. I didn't even see when you came in. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking in the den, and I will catch y'all the next time. We will be also discussing Divorce Sisters tomorrow. I'm looking forward to talking about that episode because they was a hot ass mess, child. Okay. And if you didn't see, we did an early live for the Shy. We did a first reaction, of course, for BMF, and then my BMF sisters and Shy reviews of my own is up as well. And Squid Games, we will be talking about again on Wednesday with Inga. All right, y'all. Till next time. I'm out of here for real this time because I got to get ready for my next live. See y'all later. Toodaloo.